Hi everyone, Yasas, que Carlos to another episode of Dimitra's Dishes. Today, I'm so excited to share this recipe with you. I'm going to show you how I make my Freddo Espresso Cappuccino at home using my brand new espresso machine. I'll get to that in a second. If you've ever been to Greece and had a Freddo Espresso, you know how good it is. It used to be that frappe was Greece's signature drink, but now we like to use fancy espresso over there and it just tastes so much better. We make Freddo espresso, which is just a plain double shot of espresso sweetened to your liking over ice, and it's frothy and creamy and delicious. But I like the Freddo espresso cappuccino, which has cold froth milk in it and just makes it so refreshing and good. And now I can make it at home thanks to my friends at Casa Brews who sent me their Casa Brews Ultra Espresso machine. It is so good, you guys. I was on the market for an espresso machine, and let me tell you, the research made me kind of dizzy. They're so expensive. Some of the machines require a plumber to hook up a water line to them. You don't have to do any of that with the Casa Brews Ultra, and that's why I love it, and that's why I'm sharing it with you, because every time I find something good, I share it with you. And I love this machine because it doesn't require a plumber, because it has this tank, this nice big water tank that you can just pour fresh filtered water into it whenever you need it. You could rinse it out and clean it easily. It has a beautiful sleek design, but I'll go over all of the features while I'm making the coffee so I don't take up too much of your time. I want to thank my friends at Casa Brews for sending this machine to me, introducing me to it, and saving me so much money, because now I don't have to pay $7, $8 for an espresso outside. I can make it at home and I can make it for my friends, and now you can too. You can use the code Dimitra25 to get this at 25% off on the Casa Brews website. I'll share the link down below, and I'll also share it on my blog post, so that way you can just click on it and get it over there for 25% off, which brings it to about $187. Amazon also carries it for about $200, and that includes free shipping, so you really can't beat that. I want to thank Casa Brews for sending me the machine, and you guys for supporting me every time I have sponsored content. I only share things with you that I know will be helpful and that you're going to love. Let's make the Espresso Freddo Cappuccino. Okay, so this was my first time brewing coffee with an espresso machine at home, and I have to say I was nervous at first, but the Casa Brews Ultra espresso machine made the whole experience surprisingly easy and fun. Even as a beginner, I found it simple to use. Here's what I love about it. The beautiful design. It looks sleek on the counter and feels really well made. It has a built-in steam wand, which many espresso machines that are at this price point do not have, or at least not at this quality. My son was able to make creamy frothy milk for his cortado that I'm going to teach you how to make in just a few minutes. It has a 20 bar pressure system. This helps brew rich, bold espresso with a lovely crema on top, which I can even make, surprisingly. It has an LCD display. The screen just walks you through everything. You can adjust the temperature and the size of your coffee with just a few buttons. I used it to make a Greek-style Freddo espresso, and I'll be sharing this recipe with you right now. If you've never used an espresso machine before and you're curious about making better coffee at home, this one is a great place to start. So to make the Freddo espresso, you're just going to take your favorite espresso beans that are ground up for an espresso maker. I have my double shot basket in here. I'll just fill it up with the ground up espresso up until the max fill line, and I'll just tap it down to compress it. This is going to help the crema build and just come out perfectly. I'll press the double shot button, which is right here. It's so simple to do. I have my little cup underneath. You can add the sugar at this point or later on. It's totally up to you. It's going to pull the 2 shots of espresso into the cup. And now to make the Freddo cappuccino, which is with milk, which is the way I like it, I'll first get the milk nice and frothy. So this is a cold drink. We're not going to have to use a steam wand, but we'll use it later on for the cortado. So I'm going to take some milk and a little bit of heavy whipping cream just to make it a little bit richer. Put it into, I have this little shaker cup, but I also have a little milk frother that I use. Otherwise, you could just shake it vigorously in the shaker cup. But I'm going to froth it up with this little frother until lots of fine bubbles fill up on the top. I have my glass over here that I'll add some ice cubes to it and then pour that frothed milk into the cup. You can add as much or as little milk as you like, or leave the milk out and just have it a plain Freddo espresso. Now we're going to take this espresso shot. I'll add some sugar to it. For a metrio cafe, which is like a medium sweet, you could add 1.5 to 2 teaspoons of sugar to it. I'll froth this up just a little bit, but look at that crema on top. This looks like I got it from an expensive coffee shop that I would have probably paid $8 for. But anyway, I'm gonna froth this up a little bit to get that sugar incorporated. And then I'll add the coffee to my little shaker with 1 ice cube in it just to cool it down a little bit. I'll froth it using this frothing wand over here until the coffee cools down and gets nice and frothy. Once it looks like that, you're just gonna pour it over the milk, and that's it. The Freddo cappuccino is ready to enjoy. If you want just a plain Freddo espresso, you can skip the milk part and just froth up the espresso with a little bit of sugar. If you like it metrio, if you like it schietto, like we say, with no sugar, leave the sugar out. And if you want the coffee glicò, you can add 3 teaspoons or to your liking of sugar. For the plain Freddo espresso without the milk, you're just gonna froth it up with 1 or 2 ice cubes in the shaker, or you can shake it up if you don't have the little frother, and then pour it over ice cubes and enjoy. And just like that, it's ready. I cannot wait to take a sip of this. It smells so good. Oh my goodness. The only thing that's missing is the view of the beach and the mountains in the lovely island of Crete, and I'll hopefully see them soon. But at least I can enjoy this at home now, and I don't have to wait to drink it in the summertime. I hope you guys give this recipe a try. I'm telling you, it's so easy. This machine is so simple to use. I think you guys are gonna love it, especially if you're looking for an espresso machine and you don't wanna spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars on one. Easy to use, like I said. And if you want to learn how to make a cortado, you can click down underneath and I will have a reel for that if you're watching this on Instagram, or a YouTube short if you're watching on YouTube. This will all also be on my website, dimitrasdishes.com. You could head on over there to read a more in-depth review on the machine, and I'll also talk about more features and how to use it. If you're a beginner like me and you're intimidated by using espresso machines, trust me, you're gonna be really happy with this one. Thank you so much for spending time with me today. I'll see you all next time. Yes, us.